The Welsh weather is quite temperamental, to say the least. It's been stupid bright all day, and as soon as you bring the bike out, the clouds hit over and it looks miserable. Anyway, welcome to Saturday, and welcome to a brick session video. Coming up, 2 hours on the bike, 10-minute threshold run, and on the bike today is 2 30-minute efforts. 80% of my 20-minute maximum power output. Tough session, but I'm going to be trying going for distance. So I'm going to try and go quite fast on this one, just so I can try and get as close to a location I've got in mind as possible, and then head back straight on the run. I've got quite a lot to do today actually, so this one's going to be a quick one. Gonna give this a crack today. Ethiopia, Waraga Gomoro. That's really good. Traffic. So the ride on today's brick session is like a 5-minute warm up into a 20-minute spin, 30-minute effort at sweet spot, which is like 85%. So it's something you should be able to maintain for quite a long time. Just over the course of the next few weeks, that 30 minutes will be increasing, I guess. Now a 15-minute rest in between the sets, and then another 30-minute set. So because it's a 30-minute effort like that, I'm trying to go for distance. So I'm trying to build up the speed over those 30 minutes. Gorgeous sunny day in Wales. They don't come by often, so take advantage of them when they do. That being said, only 2 days ago it was pissing down and it was quite cold, so the Welsh weather is quite temperamental, to say the least. These longer sweet spot sets, where you're putting out quite a lot of effort over for a longer time, are really good training for when you get on the old time trial bike. I actually got a time trial bike 2 months ago. I have literally not had the time to be on it. Not even the time, but I haven't had the opportunity. Right, rest coming to a close. Second set of 30 minutes. That's a toughie. That's a hard session. Those 30-minute sets, honestly, the first 15 minutes feels like an absolute grind, and then you blink and the next 15 minutes are just done. Positive thing, I suppose, though. Right, cool down on the way home. 2 30-minute sets, cool down, got in, all done. Speed was good, got a PB, I'll talk about it in a second. First, get upstairs, put bike away, brick run. Oh, legs feel weird. 10-minute threshold run on these legs. Good one. I'm always surprised when I manage a brick run at the prescribed pace. That was 10 minutes at 7:15 per mile. First mile was 7:15 on the dot. Cool down now though, so to save the legs for tomorrow's long run, I'll jog it in. Oh, see you in a bit. I'm on the laptop. That was a really good brick session. For me, the key part of a brick session is to, well, first and foremost, hit all the zones, hit all the tempos, hit it as prescribed, exactly like the way I want to. So it's the next day, and I always do the review the next day just to see how the legs feel and everything. So for me, the brick session is 3 main parts. 1, did I do everything as prescribed? Did I achieve what I wanted to in terms of what was programmed, the power that was programmed for me, as well as like do well enough in the brick session or in the ride itself, the going into the run, I could still maintain a threshold pace. 2, feel like I've done everything that I need to in the ride and the brick run without exerting too much of an effort, even though I complete everything that was prescribed. Recover well enough and be sure to kind of hit the Sunday tempo run or long run Sunday with a bit of like decent training, so I'm not like burying myself into the ground with like really hard training. And then 3, how did the long run go, and am I able to kind of continue into training properly for the rest of the week? For me, ticks in every single box is there. So the session itself, the ride itself, was 2 sets of 30 minutes. It was a 5-minute warm-up. There was a 20-minute tempo set, just kind of get your legs spinning, ready for these 2 30-minute efforts. First 30-minute effort, then a 15-minute rest. After that, you had the second 30-minute effort, 20-minute tempo set, and then a cool down. For me, what I try to achieve, well, I've never been programmed so far like a block of time to keep a tempo or to keep like a really high power output. So 85% of my 20-minute max power output for half an hour. So I tried to go for distance as much as possible. So I'm actually looking at the feedback from the session, and it was really good as far as I'm concerned. Hang on. So it's actually good to see that I got a PB. So actually I got the highest 90-minute power output in that session that I've achieved of all time, and then also the 3rd best 60-minute power output that I've achieved in all time. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed that, and actually also got a 40-kilometer PB while I was doing that. So 40k time trial. And the thing is as well to consider is that I wasn't going for a 40-kilometer. I was literally just doing the workout as it was prescribed. So I was staying within the zone. So to get a 40k PB during that, I was quite happy with it. I've actually messaged Kevin, my coach, and we were talking about it. And potentially in the future, we'll look at doing some kind of a time trial effort to see how I can do in that kind of domain. After that, went straight onto the tempo run, and legs felt like jelly. It felt really weird because I hadn't put that kind of an effort into the bike for a longer time. I've had really difficult sessions, and I've had sessions where I've come back and I've just simply not done the run because I just didn't have the energy to do it. So obviously it wasn't as taxing as that, but I did the run and it was really positive because I managed to maintain the threshold pace throughout it. I tend to find that after the first mile my pace starts to trail off a little bit, but didn't happen here. Genuinely felt like I could keep going for 20-30 minutes at that pace, so that was really good. But good to rein it back and hold it in at 10 minutes, because obviously long run Sunday, the next day, today, that was really good to kind of just hold it in, rein it in, and get ready for training. So as soon as I got home, got lunch going, it was all about recovery. Took 750 ml of water with me, so that was not enough kind of fluids to drink throughout, 2.5 hours of training. So I got a lot of water on. I ate quite a lot to build up the glycogen stores just for the Sunday long run. And the review is coming to you kind of after long run Sunday. It was good. It was really good. Felt fine. Legs felt okay. For me with long run, I tend to wait until the next day to see how it feels or how I feel after the long run. But I was able to kind of do the long run as prescribed without any serious kind of issues first week in a new block as well. So for me, that was actually quite successful in terms of actually doing the program as it was prescribed after a PB, like 2-hour bike session, after a tempo run as well. So overall happy. So for me, in terms of doing the session as prescribed, yep, tick that box. Getting the nutrition on board, getting your drinks on board, and just getting yourself ready for the next day of training, yep, all fine. And then how did the long run go the day after that? Yes, good. So ticks kind of in all the boxes, which is positive. That's exactly what you want. So yeah, that's the brick session. Hope you enjoyed that. Just kind of some insight into, again, how these brick sessions, while I will always go for a long ride, and a threshold run afterwards, so a brick run after the rides, how they keep getting varied and how I can use those differences across as well, or use those sessions to just constantly develop as well. So really enjoyed that one. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. That was the brick session. Drop a like if you've enjoyed this video, a comment if you have any questions or anything like that, and I'll respond to those. And if you haven't already, then please do subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.